Yeah, I'll keep it right here. Okay. Let's get a warm up in. Keep it right where it was in the previous video. Ooh, these things are starting to get gross. I need to put these back in the freezer next time. Shit. Whoa. Oh, they're starting to break down now. Yuck. Should have called this stream fishing with nasty bait. Holy fuck. It's fine. That just means I can smell it. Kind of easy for them to get off the hook, though. Yeah, I should have put these in the freezer. Whatever. Ugh, that was gross. Might be getting munched on. How's it going? I just started fishing. The bait I'm using is kind of gross, but I'm getting little bites. I just threw my line in just a second ago. How's it going today? Don't want to get caught. Okay, I'm using a circle hook. I'm using a water bobber with some beads on it. And my bobber is at about 2.5 foot depth. Bobber might be kind of hard for the fish to pull down. I didn't put any water back into it. How's it going, everybody? I'm just trout fishing. Just started. Doesn't look like anybody else is getting a bite yet, but we'll see. The bait I'm using isn't very good, but it's okay. It's a different direction. What you need help with, Braden? Nice to meet you, Jade. I know there's a bunch of fish in this lake. There's probably not having this right now. A serial killer. What serial killer are you talking about? I mean, it's not really the correct spelling, but I understand what you're saying. Sometimes the fish are a little slow to get over here, but it's okay. If I see somebody getting bites over in another spot, I'll move over there. But, yeah, I had to adjust my bobber. It was a little... I don't see any fish surfacing. It was a little bump. Okay, there's fish around here. Huh. Because I actually came out here for my previous video that I just made. He's in my room. Who's in your room? Who's in my room? A serial killer? I'll get a bite here pretty soon. I'll change. Yeah, these shrimp are kind of falling apart. I left them in my car too long. I should have just put them in my freezer, but I didn't. Yeah, Brady, you're gonna have to be a little more specific when it comes to the what you're talking about, because you're a little too cryptic for what you're saying. Who's in your room? Let's try putting this in a different way. These shrimp are real slimy. Like, they're pretty gross. But how's everybody doing today? Where I'm at in Alaska, it's about 55 degrees Fahrenheit or so. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. Nice day out. Surprised there's no boats on the lake right now, but that's fine. Oh, I might have a fish that might dive from my bait. Something's like moving around it. I don't know if you saw those little plops on the surface there. But I just gotta attract one. I literally was here 2 days ago and made a video. I was here for 30 minutes, caught 5 fish, but only got 2 of them on camera because it was raining and my phone kept pausing. It's pretty annoying. So, if you're on a stream and there's a serial killer in your room, why are you on a stream? You don't think it'd be easier to call the cops? Okay. Okay, there's no water in here, but I also have to adjust the bobber stop. I never realized. But to do these, you gotta pop the little thing open. Oh, try not to slip into the water. I just try and do whatever I can to get water in these things because it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Especially if you're a little clumsy like me. Damn, I can't get this thing. I'm fumbling around with this stuff. How's it going, everybody? So ugly for the win. Thanks. Doesn't matter to me if I get called ugly. Or anything, really. Sometimes things are meant to be ugly. Okay, for some reason I can't get water in this. I don't know why. Okay, that's enough. Oops. Alright. Now I got the weed off my stick. But yes, the OG ugly stick. Sorry, I didn't read that right. I got the phone like 3 inches from my face, so it's a little annoying. I didn't adjust the bobber stop. Of course. There is fish over here. There's not one to bite right now. Maybe it's a shrimp. I really don't know. This doesn't work soon. I'll try something else. I'm pretty new to using these bobber stops, but I like these quite a bit. They're pretty cool. How's it going, everybody? Anybody got any questions for me? I'm actually a professional fish cutter. I'm just not the best fisherman in the world. I've been working with fish for, close to 20 years or so in the commercial seafood industry. Always in the fish house. I've also worked with a lot of frozen product. You're good. I don't know. I kind of want the viewer to have the best experience I can for what I'm capable of. And yeah, I've done my best. It's just sometimes this POV mount that I'm using is quite difficult to work with. Like, I want to be able to do fish cutting live streams like this, where I have the POV mount in front of me. But the problem is, when I lean over this way, the screen goes dark and I can barely tell what the hell I'm doing. And then I lean up this way, but I can't cut fish like this. It doesn't work that way. You have to be able to lean over and see what you're doing, and get the most leverage possible. But this POV mount I got cost me like $20 off Amazon. It's great. This bait might be a little gross for him. Yeah, let's try something else. Let's try one more bait and then I'll go to artificials. I only have one other bait on me, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to dump that shrimp out here in a little bit. That was a little dried up. Just go with a good one, hopefully. Well, yeah, when you do the portrait mode thing, you gotta set it. And also your iPhone setting, there's a setting in there you gotta change to be able to do it. I learned that the hard way. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. All right, these little egg sacs, these are quite dried up. Oh, that's really bent. Wow. Okay. So after I get it unstuck from my hand, it's gonna soften up quite a bit when it hydrates. But I'm gonna slide it on to the back of the swivel back here, so that way there's plenty of room for the fish to grab onto it. But oh, wait a minute, no, this might be the one solid piece that's in there. Oh no, there's a bag in here. It's just hard to see it. It's really dry. Once you want to do it a couple of times just to make sure it's on there. And don't be like me and put it on backwards. Hi, puppies. People walk their dogs here all the time. How's it going, Chris? How's it going, everybody? If you haven't seen my channel before, but if anybody's interested, you can always look at my channel if you ever want to get better at cutting fish. I'm actually a professional fish cutter. There's the hook. The hook is quite big too, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna put the eggs on first this time. Yeah. If this doesn't work, they're not biting on anything I got right now, so then I'll switch to artificials. But it's okay. I highly doubt I'm gonna catch something huge. Not right now. If you want to subscribe to my channel and keep watching out for my live streams, I actually have another live stream coming next week I'm going to be able to do it on my canoe. So if you want to see me possibly flip my canoe, you should definitely subscribe. In that lake, we're going to be fishing for rainbow trout and Arctic char. Sorry, I put the hook on backwards because I'm dumb. Come on. My hands are starting to get slippery. There we go. Thanks, Chris. Where are you from? What kind of fish you got over there? All right. Okay, well, the fish definitely smell it. Okay. I don't know if you're able to see that, but they were breaching the water a little bit. Is it biting? No. I don't know what make you mod is. Oh, make you a moderator? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I love fishing, man. Fishing's awesome. If it's your first time seeing my also commercial cut, oh, that cast sucked. So, if you want to get better at cutting fish, you should definitely look at a lot of the videos I have. There's a lot you can learn. There's a lot you can learn from what I have going on, and there's a hell of a lot more coming. I just gotta have the time and the place to film everything. Okay, they might be biting on bottom, so it's starting to get windy now. See how the riffles in the water? They're not gonna want to bite on the surface a whole lot. Well, not for me at least. So, yeah, we're gonna do something else. If you guys want to stick around for a second, the very first lure I'm gonna put out is gonna make a lot of people laugh. Hi, puppies. Oh, try not to slip. All right, let's go to a different pole. This is a Shakespeare. All right. My girlfriend got me these lures. If I can find them. Yes. You guys are absolutely gonna love this. What do you think it is? Any guesses? How you doing there, Quillick? Anybody's gonna have any kind of guesses of what these shapes are gonna be like? Huh? Well, I know you guys are gonna like this. Well, some of you will. Who likes this? Somebody's gonna get a good laugh from this. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I catch fish on these. Even the balls drag on the bottom. I know, right? This is gonna be good. Gold. All right. That was my next question. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna catch that. These are gonna cast really well, but I don't know if I'll catch any fish with it. So we'll see. I don't usually have very good luck with artificials, but yeah, this is gonna cast well. It's nice and heavy. Okay, I'll let you guys roughly know how long of a cast I got going on here. Really? I got the line part. Okay. I was trying to get the line out of a tree. We don't have catfish in Alaska. We don't have catfish, bass, crappie, carp. We don't have, oh man. We have pike, but we don't have muskie. How's it going, everybody? We don't have bluegill. We don't have chain pickerel. Wow, I didn't feel a single twitch on this. This might be better for whatchamacallit, for ice fishing, but we'll see. But salmon season is going to start here in the next month or so. Well, at least I'll be able to fish in creeks. I gotta wait for the salmon to start running in before I can start fishing for them. But first two runs are gonna be first couple of runs are gonna be kings, silvers, chums. Pinks will run next year. Pink salmon only runs every other year for some reason. Okay, that's about a 50-foot cast. That's pretty good. Yeah, I loved fishing with my dad. I really miss that. My dad died when I was really young. I wasn't even a teenager yet. So he taught me a lot for the short time that he and I had together. And, oh, fuck. And I really miss him. This is the thing I hate about these things. Plus, I also use a snap swivel because I'm extremely lazy. I'm not going to keep retying shit just because. The bait I'm using is shrimp, but the problem with the shrimp I'm using is that it's really old and it's kind of gross. And it doesn't really stay on the hook too well. Yeah, a lot of the time, if you check out the last video I made, I was using the same shrimp out of the bag that I'm using now a few days ago. And and also the live stream that I did before that, and as quickly as the video shows that the fish was basically getting on my line was how fast it actually happened. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna catch on this. I'm fishing for rainbow trout primarily. There's gonna be a couple of little landlocked king salmon in here, but they're gonna be real small. People fish the hell out of those during the winter here. At a couple other lakes around here, we got good populations of landlocked king salmon and rainbow trout. And Arctic char too. As far as I know, there might be some Arctic grayling around here, but I'm not too sure where I'd go to find some. I thought I had I do have a little jig. Where I live, we don't have any of that. Where you live at? I just actually found this in the house yesterday, so I haven't used a jig in forever. Let's see what happens. Jig with a piece of shrimp on it. Or, fuck, come on. Oh yeah, Texas, you got, well, I mean, I don't know what, no, not yet. But, yeah, Texas, I mean, I don't know what you guys have for freshwater except for, like, carp and other normal stuff like that. But, it's hanging right, yeah, okay. I used to fish in California on a pier one day. I was fishing the rough blue. I had that happen to me one time when I was on a fishing trip in Florida. I was standing on I was visiting some friends in Florida. And I was standing on a pier, and a fish just like took my rod and just ripped it off the bridge. And like it wasn't a light fish whatsoever. It wasn't a light rod whatsoever. It was heavy. Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't my equipment, luckily, but you know, buffalo fish, largemouth, bluegill, and cat. Oh, I've never heard of buffalo fish. That sounds cool. We also have northern pike and burbot up here, and we also have lake trout, and there's cutthroat trout too. Cutthroat trout. We do not have brook trout here. Jig this on the bottom. What rod am I using? I'm using a Shakespeare Crusader that I got from Walmart one day because I needed a fishing rod and I wanted to go fishing because I didn't want to sit around the house and play video games anymore. I got tired of it. Okay. That sucks. All right, that did nothing. I'm not going to keep rebaiting this. How's it going, Josh? What was it? I'm hoping on one of my streams pretty soon I'll have one of my homeboys that I work with me, and he and I are pretty good friends. We have a good time. All right, I'm going to switch over to something else. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to doing this. I'm still trying to get used to this POV cam thing, but I like it. It looks pretty cool, like to me at least. Yeah. This isn't going to cast very well, but that's okay. It's too light. Can you, like in the state that you live in, can you have private ponds and stock your own fish? In Alaska, you're allowed to dig your own pond, but I don't think you're allowed to like stock your own fish. You can't transport any live fish in Alaska unless you have a license to do it and like a permit from the state. Oh, it didn't cast too bad. Yeah, like if I was to take trout from this lake and then put it in my house inside of like a fish tank, I could actually get arrested for that here. I'm pretty sure. Name a car for an edit. What type of car? What type of car and what type of edit are you trying to do? Michigan, you can stock fish. Yeah, Alaska's different. They protect their assets here and their sport fish quite heavily. So you gotta be really careful with stuff like that. There's people that spread pike into lakes around here, and then they start breeding like crazy. And as soon as Fish and Game finds out who it is, they basically get like a fine, like an eradication fine. So they basically have to pay the eradication fee, or they get, like, I don't know, or they get thrown in jail or something. It's crazy. It's like worse than poaching moose. Poaching moose will get you sent to prison almost immediately. But yeah, the state stocks trout here. But you can't stock your own ponds. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people who have. Like at one point there was a lake in the Kenai Peninsula somewhere where somebody managed to put muskies into it, and they figured it out, and they caught several of them. They noticed that they were breeding in the water. It was the only lake that they were in, so they eradicated them via electrocution. They don't know how they got in the state, but somebody definitely illegally imported them. Yeah, Cali does stock trout too. If you like, I'm not catching any fish right now, but if you check on the latest video that I made, you'll notice that I can catch fish in here a lot of the time, just not every day. You know, that's how fishing is. It's unpredictable. You know, you can't get pissed when you're not catching fish. It's not always your fault. I mean, it might be a high bar day. I didn't look at the barometric pressure. My bait could have been too rancid for what the fish want. I haven't felt a damn thing. There's no catfish here. The closest thing you're gonna find to catfish is whatever you can find in the wherever you can find at the pet store. And even then, those are warm water catfish. They don't let you have cold water catfish in aquariums here. They actually don't let you have cold water fish in aquariums here at all, unless they're, you know, like a specific breed that can't survive here or something like that. But they have a whole list for it on the Fish and Game website. Drop shot rig works good. I've caught pretty big trout out of this pond using just really anything. But the thing about it is right now, like, you can see around. If you see around the lake, nobody else is catching fish. So there's a pretty good chance they're in this hole that's in the very center of it, or they're all the way down there. But I don't feel like walking down there. Oh, I kind of do. Yeah, deformed fish are pretty cool. I also know a school likes to sit around here, because this is where I filmed the live stream and a video here, and I was here for like 3-4 days in a row, and there's fish here for the entire time, but they probably moved. So it could be anywhere on the edge of this lake, but there's no surface movement. Well, if you're calling me fat, Daniel, I understand. I'm a fat ass. That makes perfect sense. It's all good. No. Snag. Okay. Let's try something else. Anybody that's new here, how's everybody doing today? If you want to, you can check out my channel. I got a lot of really valuable information for you, especially if you want to get better at cutting fish, or just, you know, fish knowledge in general. Trying to clean this thing off so I can get it off of here. All right. Something different. I have a topwater frog, but I haven't used it because there's no fish in here that'll take this. Bonjour. Mon français est merde. It's merde. Я понимаю русский толик. Thought I had another spinner of some kind in here. I know it's messy. This fish don't really bite on power bait, but I'm kind of thinking about trying it again, but we'll see. What do you think I should do? Well, the thing about the power bait up here is, for some reason, stock trout don't want to bite onto it. I'm not too sure why. I've used this for ice fishing quite a bit. I've gotten some luck on that, but it's a little big. Huh. Yeah. Let's see if they're biting on trout magnet. That white shit. I don't know what they feed stock trout, but once they get into the lakes, they're left to their own devices. They don't feed them after that point. The only thing they feed on is bugs and whatever food that they happen to steal off people's hooks. By the end of the stream, I'm going to throw all that shrimp into there, so that way the fish can feed on it. No, I'm not going to put it on here. I'm going to put it on the other pole. Oh. Michigan, there was that guy with the big trout on it with the bobber. Yeah, I was using a bobber earlier. That's usually what I end up using. If you want to see my usual setup in more detail, I just can say, you can check out my latest video I got on my channel. It's only like 4 minutes long. It's not like the video doesn't have a bunch of filler or wasting your time or whatever. You know. I deliver. This I had left over from fishing, doing something else. I don't remember what the hell I was doing. But yeah, that's why I like using this. That's why I like using the snap swivel. You know. But yes, I use bobber stoppers. I absolutely do. I just wish I had the trick down for this water bobber to fill the thing up with more water. That way it's easier for the fish to take it out. Well, it's easier for the fish to take it under. This is a small lake, obviously, but it's probably I want to say okay, that's better. Close to 15 feet at its deepest point. That's where I wanted it, about the halfway line. That's gonna cast way farther. Okay, is that sitting on there right? Almost. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste your time. I'm trying to Make sure I cast this out correct, like set it up correctly before I cast it. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, salmon eggs are great to use. Just the fish aren't biting on the same thing all the time. I actually have one salmon egg on here, and it's like the only one I have because I can't find my other ones. I do have my salmon eggs I was using earlier. There's something nibbling on it, but like it's barely like moving it. I can see my bobber moving slightly. Something's bumping it a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting tiny nibbles. Like real tiny. I was looking for a spinner and I can't seem to find one. I'm usually notoriously unprepared for fishing sometimes. But that's fine. It's always a good time though. Plus I'm waiting to get paid. I need to get paid so I can pay some shit and then I can buy some more fishing lures. I want to try and find the smallest but heaviest like I want to try and find the smallest but heaviest rattle trap or lipless crankbait I can get my hands on. See if I can catch trout on that. I'll take a look at your channel, bro. Huh. They are not liking this very much. Oh. Something's moving it around, but... Huh. I don't think it's... It might be the wind. I'm using like a dried up egg and a piece of trout magnet right now. The shrimp I have isn't very good, so like the fish can smell it, but they might not want to eat it. We'll see. Yeah, I don't have a bait caster. The only time I'd ever really need one of those is if I'm doing salmon fishing. But, or maybe pike fishing. Come on. Damn you. I tried oh. Yeah, I'm getting little nibbles on it, but like... Okay. Let's go. Deeper. I just adjusted this a little bit. Well, if you're talking about the rip it up type of thing, in Alaska that's actually illegal. You can't keep fish that you snag, so I might as well not practice it, especially when it comes to salmon fishing, because it's considered not fair to the fish here. Because people like to use crankbaits and stuff and snag fish all the time, get them right outside the lip, and then it's considered illegal fish. On this line, on this pole, I'm using 20-pound because the bird's nest during one of my live streams was so bad that I couldn't use the pole anymore. On my other one, it's 10 because I haven't changed it out in like 2 years. Huh. There's little nibbles, but there's not having it right now. Huh. Okay. I'm actually using a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader because that's what I have at home. And also sometimes trout like to if they can pull enough drag out, they like to hide around logs and rocks and stuff. So the fluorocarbon helps me a little bit with abrasion. This shrimp is really, really slimy. This stuff is nasty. It's like falling apart in my hands. Okay, it's on there now. Let's try something. Let's go back to what I was using earlier. And also what's worked here many other times. There's a duck. Yeah, it's possible the fish might be really deep. Like way out there type of deep. Okay. I know the bait looks ugly, but it's fine. How's it going, fishing boys? But shrimp and Jello powder, I've heard of that before. I've actually used shrimp and Kool-Aid, and that works all right. But I prefer just to use normal shrimp just by itself. I don't need anything fancy. I can't see my bobber. There it is. But I'm doing fine. Just another day. Jello with chicken. People don't really use chicken for bait here. These ducks are about to move my line. Nope, they didn't. Okay, cool. There it is. Okay. This bobber is kind of hard to see, so I gotta adjust it every so often. Make sure I can see where it's at. When what sticks? The shrimp? But if you're new to the stream, how's it going? I'm Starvin. I'm fish for trout. If you're interested, I'm actually a professional fish cutter. So if you want to get better at cutting fish, take a look at the videos I got on my channel. I got also other stuff going on too. But it's not my channel's not just about fish, so you can just take a look. How's it going, Megan? What's up, King? These fish are not wanting to bite today for some reason. Still got my bait. Okay. Cast into a different spot then. I'm also using a large bait because I'm trying to sort out most of the smaller fish. I want the fish that always have more fight in them because they're always going to be... Oh, I just got a piece of shrimp on my lip. Oh, it's yuck. Oh, it's gross. But yeah, check out Fishing Boy's channel. I'm sure he's got a lot of good stuff. I've never actually watched any of his stuff yet. I think I've seen one of your videos before, but I can't quite remember what I was looking up at the time. Okay, I'm getting a little bite now. Okay. I know they're in this damn hole over here somewhere. Okay, that was a bite. That's a bite. Come on. I needed them to take that bobber underwater. Okay, there's a fish over there. I needed them to take that bobber underwater before I can set the hook. Come on. Come on, strike it. Uh-huh. Come on. I stream as often as I possibly can, really. I don't work a shitload of hours, but I have a stepson and a girlfriend I need to tend to and take care of, so I do have responsibilities I need to take care of. But I try and stream every time I go fishing. Like I'm hoping on Monday or Tuesday to stream from my kayak and fish for some trout and Arctic char. Both of those are stocked. And after that, I want to be able to stream at a remote lake that nobody else fishes at. That is kind of like a 10-minute walk into the woods or so. I don't have any mouse tails, no. I've never used a mouse tail. I do have a floating mouse that might make him bite on the bottom, but I don't have it on me right now. Pretty sure it's in my car. There's small fish nibbling on it, but like they're not that hungry today. Well, not right here. Huh. Let me think. Mice tails. I don't think I've ever used mice tails. Okay. I'm going to change spots. So in the back here. It's not the right place to put it, but it'll work for right now. Okay. Take my penis lure bag that I broke out from earlier. I'll try this again sometime. If you guys didn't appear in the stream earlier, you would have saw this. I cast it a few times and I didn't get shit. It just got snagged. It just got snagged a little bit. Yeah, I actually had a golden one. So I was fishing with a golden dick. By the end of this, I'll dump these in there. But grab the important stuff. This in there. It'll be nice. It'll be fun. This winter when I take you guys, if you want to join me for streaming and ice fishing, I didn't do any stream. Oh shit! I didn't do any ice fishing streaming because I didn't think about it at the time. You know, being perfectly honest. Okay, that's a rubber ball I could use. Okay, let's go to a different spot. Short walk, not very far. Oh, I didn't realize I got this caught in there. Sorry, I got my line caught in my tackle box. One second. Come on. All right. Whoops. I didn't put these in here. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste you guys' time. But yeah, thanks fishing. I got a lot more fish I can cut besides what I got on my channel. I've cut fish commercially in a couple different places in the US, so I can cut I know I can cut well over 100 different species of fish. Oh, I need my water. Okay. Let's walk a little further.
Yeah, I remember that. You and I went one year. And then they do it at the UVU, or right over there by
Mainly what I'm looking for is surface movement on the water. Because at this lake they feed on the water. They feed on the surface of the water quite. I'll walk around this whole damn lake if I have to. I don't care. It's not a huge lake, so it wouldn't take too long. But how's everybody doing today? Anybody got any questions for me? Little open spot.